أعزائي طلاب وطالبات الصف الخامس الابتدائي، أهلا بكم في حلقة جديدة من مادة العلوم باللغة الإنجليزية تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Welcome dear student. In this episode, we are going to study the first lesson in Unit 2, lesson number 1, which called Circulatory System and Circulation. So, first, let's remember, we previously studied that the human body made up of many systems, and each system consists of organs or group of organs. We studied human digestive system last year and also human respiratory system. There are many other systems like circulatory system, muscular system, nervous system, but in this session or in this lesson we will study human circulatory system, الجهاز الدوري في الإنسان. So let's start. In this lesson we are going to study circulatory system, and we said that the heart is the most important part of human circulatory system. Number 2, the path of blood through the heart. So we will study the path of blood through the heart. Number 3, how to maintain circulatory system healthy. And with number 3, we will end this lesson. So let's start with functions of circulatory system. Functions of circulatory system. ايه أهمية السيركلاتوري سيستم؟ ايه الوظائف المهمة جدا اللي بيقوم بيها السيركلاتوري سيستم؟ As we remember, function means وظائف، معناها المهام والحاجات المهمة اللي بيقوم بيها السيستم ده. The first function, it transports the digested food, oxygen, water to all body cells. So when we eat something, the circulatory system take this digested food from digestive system and transport this food or the digested food all over body cells. Not just food, but oxygen and water also. So this is the main function of human circulatory system, transport function. وظيفة النقل. بينقل الدايجستد فود، الغذاء المهضوم، الاكسجين والووتر، بينقلهم لكل خلايا الجسم اللي هي محتاجة النيوترينز، محتاجة الاكسجين ده. تمام. ايه تاني؟ Number 2, transport wastes that are produced in the body cells to special organs to get rid of them. So to get rid of this waste, we need also blood and we need circulatory system. Circulatory system transport this waste from cells to special organs to get rid of them. يبقى بنتخلص من الأشياء الضارة أو المواد الضارة اللي موجودة في جسمنا. يعني إحنا الخلية قلنا السيل بتاخد من الإيه؟ بتاخد الدايجستد فود وبتاخد الأكسجين. طيب بعد كده إيه اللي بيحصل؟ في ويست ماتيريال بتبقى موجودة في السيل، بتديها للبلد. البلد يعمل إيه؟ يوديها لسبيشال أورجن. الأورجن ده مسؤول إن هو get rid of harmful substance، يخلصنا من الماتيريال الضارة أو المواد الضارة. ودي كانت function number 2 of human circulatory system. Number 3, it helps in maintaining the human body healthy. So human circulatory system maintain the human body healthy. So we have 3 functions of human circulatory system: transport digested food and oxygen and water also all over body cells, and transport wastes material from the cells to special organs. Number 3, maintain the human body healthy. So let's continue. The circulatory system consists of what? 3 main parts. الcirculatory system بيتكون من 3 أجزاء أساسية. The first part called the heart, and it is the most important part. Number 2, blood vessels. Number 3, blood. So we have 3 components, 3 parts that circulatory system consists of. The first one, the heart. Number 2, blood vessels. Number 3, blood. So let's continue. Number 1, the heart. The heart, it is a muscular hollow organ equal about the size of your fist. So this is my fist, and my heart equal the size of my fist, and also your heart equal the size of your fist. So it is muscular. What is meant by muscular? Muscular means made up of muscles. بيتكون من عضلات. طيب hollow. What is meant by hollow? Hollow means it contain like a cavity. في تجويف من جوه. يعني مش حاجة مصمتة، حاجة فيها تجويف. It is a hollow organ equal the size of your fist. So as we see here in this picture, the heart has cavity inside, so the heart is hollow organ. Let's continue. The location of our heart. Where is our heart? We know that we have chest cavity and abdominal cavity. We studied both of them last year. So the heart lie in chest cavity or abdominal cavity. Of course, the heart located inside chest cavity between the two lungs, slightly inclined to the left side. So the heart lie exactly like here in the middle of chest cavity, but inclined slightly to the left side. So this is the heart, the size of my fist, and it is in my chest cavity in the middle between the two lungs, but slightly to the left side. Let's continue. Function of the heart. What is the function of the heart? It pumps blood continuously throughout the body. So it pumps the blood throughout the body. بيضخ الدم لكل أجزاء الجسم. Structure of the heart. Before we study the structure of the heart in details, let's see a general look or general structure of the heart. So let's do it. So let's see the general structure of the human heart. Human heart contains 4 parts. So let's draw it. Human heart, something like that. And it contains 4 main parts. Okay. It is like that. So the blood enter the heart from this side, enter from the 2 lungs. So from the 2 lungs, the blood came to the heart, and this blood called oxygenated blood. Oxygenated, why? This blood saturated or filled with oxygen. في oxygen كتير علشان جاي من 2 lungs، يبقى ده اسمه oxygenated blood or rich in oxygen. And enter the blood from here, enter from here, then it return back to this part and go to the body organs, all organs of human body. Then the body organs or the body parts take this oxygenated blood and consume the oxygen and produce carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide enter from this part and get here and return back and go to the lungs again. This blood called deoxygenated blood, blood rich in carbon dioxide, and this blood will go to the 2 lungs again to be oxygenated again. So this is the journey of the blood from the 2 lungs toward the heart, and then the heart pumps this blood toward all body cells. Then the body cells get blood rich in carbon dioxide called deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood pumped to the 2 lungs again to be rich in oxygen or to be oxygenated again. This is the general idea about the movement of the blood inside the heart, and that's why the heart divided into 4 main parts. We will study each of them. So let's continue. So let's continue. Structure of the heart. The heart consists of 4 chambers or 4 rooms located in the 2 sides, which are the right side and the left side. There is a wall that separates between the right side and the left side of the heart. So the heart contains 4 chambers, and between them there is a wall that separates left side from the right side. So here is a question: why, or give reason, there is a wall that separates between right side and left side of the heart? Why this wall exists? The answer will be to prevent mixing of the blood in both sides. It's important to the blood in both sides be separated, not mixed. So this wall prevent mixing the blood in both sides. The structure of human heart. In each side, the upper chamber, it's called atrium, and the lower called ventricle. So we have here 4 chambers, upper chambers called atrium. So we have left atrium and right atrium. And in the bottom, the lower chambers or lower rooms called ventricle. Atrium, it is a singular. So what is the plural of atrium? The plural of atrium, atria. So the human heart contains 2 atria and 2 ventricles. There is a valve between each atrium and ventricle, something called valve. الفالف ده يعني ايه؟ فالف يعني صمام بالعربي. الفالف ده حاجة بتفتح وتقفل، بتخلي ان البلد يتحرك في اتجاه واحد بس. يعني يبقى عندنا كام valve? We have valve between each atrium and ventricle. So the blood will move from atrium in the right side, will move from atrium to ventricle and will not return back again. Also in the left side, it is the same. So the blood moves from atrium to ventricle, and it will never move in opposite direction. It will never move from ventricle to atrium. Why? Because there is a valve control the motion of blood. So give reason. The heart contains valve between each atrium and ventricle. Why? To allow blood to flow from atrium to ventricle and prevents it from returning back again. يبقى حركة الدم from atrium to ventricle. طيب ايه اللي بيمنع البلد ان هو يرجع في عكس الاتجاه، يعني يتحرك من الفنتريكل للاتريوم؟ لا، علشان في فالف، في صمام، الصمام ده بيمنع مرور الايه الدم في عكس الاتجاه بتاعه. So let's continue. Here is a very important note. The 4 chambers of the heart are always full of blood and connected to blood vessels. All the time, the 4th chamber full completely with blood and connected to the blood vessels, and also all the time the blood moving around our body. So the blood will never stop moving, and the chamber also completely filled with blood. Number 2, blood vessels. So what is blood vessels? Blood vessels, they are paths of blood throughout the body. So they are paths of the blood throughout our body. يبقى ايه المسارات اللي الدم بيمشي فيها؟ المسارات دي اسمها ايه؟ اسمها blood vessels. Types of blood vessels. We have 3 types of blood vessels. Number 1, arteries. Number 2, veins. And the last type, blood capillaries. So we have arteries, we have veins, we have blood capillaries. All of them are called vessels or blood vessels, but they are different in their function and their structure also. So that's why they are three types. So let's start with arteries. First, arteries. Their location, so they are located where they are located. They are thick blood vessels which come out from the heart, exactly from the two ventricles, such as we have two main arteries, pulmonary artery and aorta or aorta. So we have two types of artery. Both of them come out from the heart, and they called pulmonary artery and aorta, which is artery also. Pulmonary and aorta both take the blood from the heart toward the body cells. Pulmonary artery, كلمة pulmonary يعني رئوي، يعني transport the blood from the heart to the lung, while aorta, it transport the blood from heart to all body cells, and it is called aorta. Both of them are arteries. Their function, what is the function of arteries? They transport the blood from the heart to all body cells or to all body parts. Again, their properties. What is the property of arteries? إيه خصائص الارtery? They are large and wide at the beginning. Then they become smaller till ending in network of blood capillaries near the cells. So they are start wide, start thick at the heart. بيبدأوا عريض جدا أو تخين عند الهارت، وبيبدأ بعد كده يصغر لغاية لما بينتهي بحاجة اسمها blood capillaries عند السيل بالظبط. طيب ايه تاني؟ All arteries carry blood rich in oxygen. Rich in oxygen قلنا على البلاد rich in oxygen called oxygenated blood. Blood فيه oxygen كتير. But except pulmonary artery which carry blood rich in carbon dioxide gas, which called deoxygenated blood. يبقى كل الارتري carry blood rich in oxygen except مين؟ except pulmonary artery اللي هو بيوصل البلد للرئة أو للتو lungs. ده carry blood rich in carbon dioxide gas which called deoxygenated blood. تمام، تعالوا نكمل. Number 2, veins. What is the function of veins? First, their location. Before the function, the location. They are thin blood vessels that begin at body cells. So they are in the opposite of artery. They begin at body cells and open in the heart, exactly in the two atria. What is atria? Yeah, atria, it is the plural of atrium. We have two atria, right atrium and left atrium, such as superior and inferior vena cava, superior and inferior vena cava, and the second one, pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins. قلنا كلمة pulmonary يعني إيه؟ يعني بيوصل البلد from the two lungs toward the heart. طيب حد يقدر يقول لي البلد ده هيبقى oxygenated ولا deoxygenated blood؟ هو جاي منين؟ جاي من اللونجز، جاي من from the two lungs toward the atrium. يبقى ده اسمه oxygenated blood. بعد كده حركة البلد ده هيروح فين؟ هيروح للفنتريكل اللي هو left ventricle ويتحرك بالاورتا، يتحرك لكل البادي سيلز اللي محتاجين الاكسجين ضروري جدا 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 علشان يقوموا بالفانكشن بتاعها. فدلوقتي احنا عندنا oxygenated blood come from the two lungs toward pulmonary veins. طيب بعد كده بيروح فين؟ بيروح للليفت atrium. left atrium هيحركوا through the valve to the left ventricle. Left ventricle pump this blood through aorta to all body part. طيب العكس من ده كان ايه اللي بيحصل؟ عندنا deoxygenated blood come from all body part toward the right atrium، بيتحرك للرايت atrium، بعد كده بينزل من right atrium move to right ventricle through the valve, and the ventricle pump this blood toward the lungs. Perfect. Toward the lungs, toward something called pulmonary artery. This is the movement of the blood through the heart. Let's continue the function of veins. They carry blood from all body parts to the heart. Again, do you think the veins contain blood oxygenated or deoxygenated? All of them deoxygenated except pulmonary veins. So let's continue their properties. They began in the form of blood capillaries at the cells, then they collected together to become larger till reaching the heart. And here we have very important information. Atria receive blood from veins, while ventricle pump blood through arteries, and ventricles begin with blood capillaries. So that's the end of this part. So let's answer some question to make sure we understand this part very clearly. So let's answer some question on this part. Questions on lesson number 1. The first question, the heart is a muscular organ in the size of your fingers or fist or head or foot. Yeah, we said it is in the size of your fist. Space, not from component of circulatory system. Which one of these not from circulatory system? Heart, blood vessels, blood, or stomach? Yeah, of course stomach part of digestive system, not circulatory system. Number 3, the heart is space, muscular organ. Strong and solid means it have no cavity inside, or weak solid, or strong hollow, or weak hollow. Yeah, of course it is strong hollow organ. Yeah, strong and hollow organ. Number 4, blood vessels which carry blood from heart to carry the blood from our heart toward all the body cells, so they called what? Arteries, veins, blood capillaries, or platelets. So they called arteries. Amazing. Number 4, space, carry blood to the heart. Carry blood to the heart. Who remember? Are they arteries, veins, blood capillaries, platelets? Yeah, they are veins. Perfect. Number 6, space, begin large and wide at the heart. Large and wide and begin at the heart. So they are arteries, or they are veins, blood capillaries, or platelets. They are arteries. The artery begin at the heart and begin wide, begin large at the heart. Number 7, space begin with blood capillaries. Which one? Arteries, veins, blood capillaries, or platelets? Yeah, begin at the cells as blood capillaries, very thin blood capillaries, and they transport the blood from cells toward the heart. So it's called what? Veins. Super. So this our question. So let's review what we studied in this session. So in this session, we studied circulatory system and circulation in human being. And we said the circulatory system consists of 3 main parts, which are heart, blood vessels, and blood. And we study the heart and the direction and the motion of blood through heart. And also we studied types of blood vessels, and we said blood vessels are arteries, veins and blood capillaries. عاوزكم تذاكروا الدرس ده كويس جدا جدا جدا، واشوفكم على خير الحلقة الجاية.